The most popular decks today on the arena ladder are Mono White Aggro, Izzet Prowess, 4-color Reanimator, Mono White Life Gain. We are teched out to beat this meta. I'm going to show you some cards that will help you win against these decks. Let's go. Welcome to the Attic Mana Dad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. On Arena, everybody's playing these mono white decks. They're playing the Simic decks. They're playing the Izzet deck. And I spent 4 hours basically recording this video to show that I've got a deck build here that can beat the Izzet looting deck, the deck that just won the World Championship. So let's take a look. What is this tech? This is a completely original deck list as far as I have not seen anybody else running this stuff. When I played on my phone, it was absolutely dominating. And of course, stick around to the end of the video to see the win rate stats from the games that I recorded. Obviously, not all the games I recorded are going to be in this video because it's not a 4-hour video. So let's take a look. First of all, the aggro decks, Authority of the Consoles, a little bit of life gain, slow them down. That's great. Second of all, Burst Lightning. That's also going to pick off the Grands. It's going to pick off all the little gain life creatures in the life gain deck. It will pick off most of the creatures in those white aggro enchantment decks, except for the ones with ward, but we got ways to deal with them, so let's not worry too much about that. Get Lost, great way to just deal with creatures, enchantments, planeswalkers. Here's the big tech for Izzet. High Noon. So, High Noon, maybe you didn't see this one. It mostly stays in sideboards, if anything, but each player can't cast more than one spell each turn, which is obviously going to slow the Izzet decks way down. They can draw the 3 cards, they can do their Grandcestral recalls and fill up their hands, but it's not going to matter if they can only play 1 spell a turn. What's the big card advantage? So, High Noon, very key card. Also good against a lot of other decks that want to just spam things really fast. We want to kind of slow it down. We're a bit of a control deck until we turn the corner. And we'll get to turn the corner in just a second. But before we do, we also got to talk about the package of Artist Talent, Monument to Endurance. That's obviously what the Izzet decks are using, the Izzet Lesson decks are using, and the looting decks. With a Braid, we can take out the Monument to Endurances, and they don't actually run that many. We're actually running 4, but I think maybe some builds only run 3. So we've got that. We've actually got that combo. All right, but you're saying, like, Mana Dad, you don't really have that many ways to discard cards. It's true. We got Artist Talent, and we've got Abandoned Attachments, which I didn't even have in this deck at first when I first started recording. So it's really about getting to the late game, getting 1 or more Artist Talents down, getting 1 or more Monument to Endurances down, and then you're just firing off these spells. Lightning Helix is going to gain us life, keep us in the game, remove those small creatures. Abandoned Attachments is the other way to discard cards. It's going to refill our hand, draw cards. Pyroclasm, wipe out those small creatures. If we get to the late game, they have big creatures. We have 3 Day of Judgments, 1 Final Showdown, which instant speed board wipe, always good. Opponents never expect it. Also has the ability to make creatures lose all abilities. So if they get one of those Tyvars and they can make it indestructible, we can at least, if we can get up to 7 mana, remove it. And sometimes we do get up to 7 mana. The other key piece of tech that I added as I experimented with this deck on my phone is Pit of Offerings. And I think people are sleeping on this card a little bit. This is basically uninteractable graveyard hate. So for the lesson decks, you come down, you remove 3 lessons from their graveyard. Extremely slows them down. Obviously, the lesson decks are hard to beat, as you're going to see. But we can definitely fight them with Pit of Offerings. And then the other great thing is there's graveyard decks. There's the Cavero / whatever Spider-Man, the blue-black Spider-Man that reanimates the thing, and it reanimates, destroys everything, brings back their whole graveyard. If they do that with Authority of the Consoles out, we'll just gain a bunch of life, and then we'll Day of Judgment and wipe their board right after. Or we can just remove all the threats from the graveyard with the Pit of Offerings, and I think we've got a Sultai Reanimator matchup where you get to see Pit of Offerings really do its thing. One Restless Bivouac to fight the control decks. This is sort of a control deck itself, but it's not teched out to beat other control decks. We can beat the Jeskai control. You're going to see we can beat other control decks. I don't know how many of those I'm going to be able to fit in the video, but this deck has the tech to beat a lot of stuff, but you have to know how to play it. So watch me play it correctly, and also watch me completely punt at some times and play it incorrectly, so you learn what not to do. That's the main thing about this channel, is learning what's not to do. What not to do. I've been Manadad. Oh, before we get into the games and you can learn what not to do, I want to point out that Spirit Airlines has 11.4 thousand subscribers. All right. And I don't know what time you're watching this channel, but I'm guessing I still have fewer subscribers than that. So if you think Spirit Airlines shouldn't have more subscribers than me, hit that subscribe. All right. It's Bob and Manadad. Stick around to the end. We're going to talk about what worked and what didn't in the deck. And you'll see the stats, which you'll definitely want to see for this deck. That's my spiel. Enjoy the games. I'll see you at the end. Playing the meta-killing Izzet and Simic decks. Must be afraid. Okay. All tap land hand. Not thrilled about this. Kind of a good mix of stuff, though. We got Izzet hate. We got Graveyard deck hate. We got Go Wide Creature deck hate. We got one of our combo pieces. I'll keep it.
There should be no risk management. Study risk taking, not risk management.
Risky business.
Okay. Discarded Bitter Triumph, or the Surveilled Bitter Triumph. So they are a graveyard deck. I guess Pit of Offerings should be pretty good here. And then they got Brood Spinner back. But let's eat their Bringer of the Last Gift, and this, and that. Pass the turn. Brood Spinner. Avoids Burst Lightning. Pretty good. They're going to surveil the hit an Arden. Now these Pit of Offerings, they only give us a certain amount of time to hang. Their key turn, I guess, is coming up. Demons you control have lifelink and haste. They might not want to play Kavero just to copy Arden. This is a tough one. Get a token that's a copy. They don't have anything to exile. I think we're gonna not play the Pit of Offerings. It's a hard decision. Awaken the Honor Dead, okay. So they blow up one of our key combo pieces, which is not great. What's Upper Love Song? See if we hit a land. We did not hit a land. Dang. Okay. Not looking great for us here. And once again, try to Opera Love Song. Like they're considering countering it. And do I pay 2 life? I guess not. Just get this out of the way. What does this have? 6 mana, sacrifice. Makes a bunch of 1/1s. Kind of want them to do that so we can Day of Judgment. The Overlord should be coming into play. And we can board wipe. Problem is, they want those creatures in the graveyard. So, not thrilled about that. Oh, okay. Hit of Offerings at number 3. That's pretty good. So let's take out Overlord, Overlord, and the Brood Spinner. And crank this up. And pass the turn. If they have, okay, they're going for Bringer. What do they get to bring back? They get to bring back the Bookworm? I don't think High Noon is that great in this matchup. I could be wrong. Can I buff this up and play First Lightning? No, probably not. I think I'll keep this to discard. Another art talent. And Pyroclasm could eventually be interesting. I guess all their stuff has 3 toughness, so they're kind of playing around it, aren't they? We'll just fully charge this up. They're sitting with 2 creatures in the graveyard. And how about zap you for... how much is that? I guess I'll discard Hanyan. 7? Going to go with the Cavero at this point. Okay, so they got some serious damage on the board. We can do this. This hits for 8, and then we just have to try and find one more bit of damage. I think we're racing. They got Awaken the Honored Dead there. Yeah, let's race. Cast with Kicker. Dig for something else that does damage, and oh, there we go. We've got it. Decline. And then, well. A Lightning Helix, ya face. Decline. If they have a counter spell, we still got one more damage, so I think we got him. Opponent desperately trying to figure out if they can get out of this. Take your time, opponent.
I do not have time for this. I do not have time for you.
You know what a hurry we're in!
Salty didn't like it much.
Oh yeah.
That was remarkable. I'm still just running that sequence through my mind. It happened really quickly. Nothing matches that. I can hardly believe it.
Yeah. It's a control deck. It's a burn deck. It's an anti-meta deck. Up against Tafumu. Kill the FOMO. Okay, we have no white mana. And opponent goes first. Got burst lightning and artist talent though. I'm gonna keep it.
There should be no risk management. Study risk-taking, not risk management.
Risky business.
Opponent schwacks. Okay. They're not doing much of anything over here. Playing artist talent. Mossborn Hydra, okay. No protection for it. Question is, should I get lost? I think it's more mana efficient to get lost. That was the wrong order to do that in. High Noon that useful against this deck? We don't need a second talent at the moment. Yeah, lands. Next turn, get the monument down. We got our little engine chugging. Reverend Chakabuni. They have nothing on the top of their library to play. I think we will pay the 2 life. Play the monument. Decline this time. Play the lightning. Ditch High Noon. And we'll draw a card. And our engine is cooking. These landfall decks. Okay, we got a Tifa. They may have protection for it. Oh well, Final Showdown is interesting. Let's see if they've got protection. Yes, the Snakeskin Veil. And so we will do that. And they will scoop it. Meta Killer. Up against Azcanta Sigur. 2 land hand. Keep it. Why not?
There should be no risk management. Study risk-taking, not risk management.
Risky business.
Man, they just won't match me up with the meta decks. Come on. Okay. You get an artist talent here. High noon. Perfect. Guess what? I run that card. Should I ditch Pit of Offerings? Yeah, I'll just decline. He steals flanker. That's a graveyard killer. Somebody else is teched out for the meta. High noon, Kutzel. See if okay, they don't have counterspell. I think I'm gonna draw cards right now. Oh, Pyroclasm. Tempting. Ah, they do have counterspell. Okay. Why don't we just take this? Totally tempted. Ooh, okay. Another monument. How many counter spells you got, opponent? They got a lot, apparently. Okay. Level 3. And we can play 2 of these. They remove the other monument. It looks like they're doing, okay. Let's just go face. If I ditch another artist talent? Am I gonna need that? Start burning them down and we just draw so many cards. Not sure what they're... Fine at this point. Shoot you for 7? You have any need for a braid? help with star charts. You know what? I'm gonna shoot you for 7. And now, if they don't remove this, we're in Lightning Helix range. Even if they do remove it, double Helix will stop them. Let's see, they're digging pretty deep in their deck. They've still got High Noon to deal with, so they can't really do too much per turn. Helix us, okay. That's something. Well, Helix you. And the Restless Bivouac might Helix us. Okay, okay. They're going to try to burn us faster than we can burn them. I get it. We should actually stop on their upkeep and attempt to win. Did we get him? Boom! Take that, Jeskai Control. Who has the better anti-meta deck? Yeah! Anti-Simic, anti-Izzet. Let's go. See if the Bargler is one of our colors what pairs we're hating on. Nope. This dumb deck. Okay. Interesting. Okay, they don't have a 2-drop to follow up? Most helpful Weaver. Oh, okay. Maybe a slightly different combo of stuff. I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter. We could wait. They possibly have protection, but I guess we'll risk it. Wait and see what they put the counter on. Feather of Flight. Drop a card, but actually is pretty good for us. Let's Helix that. Get it back to 19. 19. That does not get its 3rd chapter. And Get Lost will be great. Let's start with Artist Talent here. The target for Lightning Helix. Wonder Weave Aerialist will not. That is the ward, will not be helpful. Let's exile those top cards. And I don't think we want to lose anything yet. So Burst Lightning and an Inspiring Vantage. Let us attempt to remove this with Burst Lightning. Decline. I like all those cards. Okay, they do have the protection, but now it's out of their hand. Would love to find a board wipe still. The clock is not super fast. And Requisition Raid. It'd be like that, huh? Oh, and it put +1/+1 counters? we're going to have to get lost that next turn. We lose Monument to Endurance. It's not useful now that they've removed that, so... see if they have any more threats. We might have bought ourselves a couple turns. Okay. No more threats. Pyroclasm could be nice. Let's get the High Noon down. Sunbillow Verge. Keep adding to our land. Now, do we have enough for... We need one more to High Noon with a ward. My turn. And okay. Get up to 7. Okay. Make us exile our graveyard. We don't care about that. We are not a graveyard deck. Good mana call. Okay, Day of Judgment's great. Just need to get some artist talent going here. Another Day of Judgment. Opponent's going to have a hard time putting anything together against us. Wow, okay. Was that 3 in a row? Am I crazy? Day of Judgment is coming. Okay, we are stacked against this opponent. I dare say we can start drawing something else. So we've got 3, 8 damage. So they're at pseudo 11 if we decide to turn on the burn. Okay, and a Monument to Endurance. They might have removal for it, but so what? Opera Love Song should be nice. We could have fired it off there. Honestly, we had so much mana. I usually just, by default, fire it off on the end step here. And another High Noon. Another Lightning Helix. So we can only play one of those. Should we get a second Noon? Because that does represent 5 damage. This represents a 6-point swing, however. So, okay, we'll go face. Okay. They got nothing to do but make us exile our graveyard over and over, sure. When we have all these in hand, maybe we do just start going face with the Helixes? Kind of want to get another artist talent, though. Let's do the Quarry Mountain thing before we play a land. Another Lightning Helix. Okay. Yeah, go face. Use it or lose it. They're at 13. And now they've got to kind of start playing stuff. Yeah, okay. Sheltered by ghosts. Do they dare cast that? Okay, so we could Pyroclasm. There's a good chance in their 6 cards they've got something to increase the toughness beyond 2, however. And because of High Noon, we're kind of locked onto that. So I think we'll just fire off a Day of Judgment. Not much they can do about that. Pass the turn. Look at an extra card here. flip. We flip a Pit of Offerings. And let's go ahead and... Wow, do we save this Burst Lightning though? This is direct damage. Because we know they've got the Shelter by Ghosts, I'm just going to try to keep it out of their hand. This deck I don't think has any kind of bring back ski, so give ourselves the Rainbow Land. And I guess we can exile now and see what we get. Burst Lightning. Alright, we'll go face with it. 4 damage. We're tapped out. Optimistic Scavenger. Pit of Offerings. Pyroclasm. Finally got him to scoop. I think they could see the writing on the wall. Attempting to clown on the meta decks up against Black Mercury. We got the talent, we got the monument. Pyroclasm could be an easy win here, depending on what we're up against. Cecil, the Dark Knight, does not die to Pyroclasm. Does, however, die to Lightning Helix. We'll get the talent going, though, because we can sift away one of these Pyroclasms. I want to... yeah, we'll attempt to get a land. There we go. Land for turn. Not the most efficient. They have counter spells up. I think we'll just level this up. Kaido hardcast.
The housewarming party never.
Okay, that's 5. My best bet for stopping Kaido. Gonna hit me for 5, potentially go up to 6. I think I've got to sift away some stuff that doesn't help me in this matchup. Maybe I'm racing Kaido? And then we'll lose one High Noon, we'll play a High Noon? Discard. Oh, Get Lost gets rid of Kaido. Alright. Hate to lose a Burst Lightning, but wow, okay. All my monuments. We'll make a treasure token. They get one big turn here to hit with Kaido. Sure. Draw lots of cards.
I just hate a fair fight.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's hexproof though, so we gotta wait till my turn. And we want to Oh no, we gotta kill it on on our turn, don't we? Annoying. Start draining them down. I want to get another monument down. Maybe hit a land. Discard talent. Well, that's cool.
I'm definitely lost.
I won't charge these up just yet. And Helix the Curiosity. Their play for the turn is Spyglass Siren. See if they crack a map on the Curiosity. Draw. And we'll deal 3. You're done for your turn, opponent. You played your spell. I guess they can crack the maps on the Siren. They don't even bother. Yeah, so let's get another monument going. This should drain them down nice and fast. So let's lose 3. And draw a card, why not? Ooh, yeah. And did I play land for turn? Opponent is cooked, they just don't know it. Take 3, take 3. Draw a card. Draw a card. Take that, Dimir! Got some revenge! Kaido. Sure.
Never.
Big ninja. You a big ninja. So tempted to give him the early GG, but I'll just let them go ahead. Enjoy cracking those maps. Pit of Offerings. And we'll hit you for 3. And that is the ball game. Up against Seeking Alpha. Wow, just the all lands hand. Let's just hope to luck into something here. Storm Chaser's down. Oh, well. I'm gonna pay 2 life. Let's see if this Helix Sleep Mattress has any good Grands. Monument to Endurance is in play. Pit of Offerings. We could hit 2 lessons. Not a terrible idea. Just slow them down a little bit. Maybe we're supposed to play Authority of the Consuls first, see if they try to counter it. River Pyre Verge. If you've never played one of those, that makes you a River Pyre Virgin. Alright. Pyro to the Clasmo. Wow, they have nothing to do? Magna Claw. I was supposed to play that untapped actually, so we could trigger the Quarry Mountain Monastery and we could see extra cards. I know I'm not playing it perfectly, but still, I wasn't playing it perfectly when I was playing on my phone. I was winning this matchup. But I can't seem to buy a win. Yeah, okay, they found their monument. Little Quarry Mountain. Because why not? Guess that's why not. The end of your next turn. Okay, so we've got abandoned attachments. They triggered their monument. And not sure I agree with how it tapped there, but okay. Alright, we need to draw a card. We are flooding out. It's the Turbo Flood. Okay, we've got our engine. We've got our engine. See if they've got their engine. It's like there's a High Noon in play or something. Okay, they're going to play Accumulate Wisdom for no value. Yes! That's what we're talking about. Just level up that Storm Chaser's talent, buy it back, waste your turn. Got so many cards in hand. Boomerang Basics, okay. That's fine. This is something we're looking to play. Throw them Chasers. Got 2 in the graveyard. Got a second Monument to Endurance, okay. Troublesome. Troublesome for sure. Attempt the Pyroclasm. Another Pyroclasm. And attachments is better. Fire off a spell. Come on. I dare ya. Fire off a spell. You know you want to. There we go. We found a braid. Oh, do we lose the plains? We're not going to play the plains this turn, right? So, ooh, we get another monument. Now we're cooking with gas. And bye-bye birdies. Set on the upkeep, I think. Let's charge this up because we can abrade one of the monuments. They might counter it. I guess that'll be their spell for turn. Draw a card. Make a treasure token, I think. We still do want to get our 6 damage in. They accumulate our wisdom. Doesn't really matter. Treasure token. Draw a card. And lose life. Lose life. And we should be able to Helix sleep them for the full 11. They can't do anything till our turn. Oh, right, we don't have a high noon down. Or they can do things. They can try and draw their way out of this. Okay, that resolved. Artist talent. Boomerang basics, sure. You got to try to play it, opponent. I think we actually got it. Oh my goodness. Only have to play like 3.5 hours to prove we can beat this. Is it finally my turn? Is it? Gran. You gran that gran. Okay. So they're just like, we're gonna play like opponent doesn't have it. Unfortunately, I do have it. GG's. GG's! Izzet looting. Proved we could beat it. Now I can stop recording. Okay, so how'd we do? Well, not great. I swear when I was testing this on my phone, I was winning like 6 out of 7 games. But ran into some bad luck. We only beat 3. Actually, I don't know how it says we beat 3 out of 5 Izzet decks. I could have sworn that we... They must be counting like some mono red decks that had an Izzet card or something, because we only beat Izzet looting once by my count. And we did not do well against Golgari. I guess we didn't prove we beat Simic. Did I keep playing? You might just have to take my word for it. This deck beats Simic also. I think you saw it in the mono green matchups, 2-0. You saw that, but yeah, Izzet is a really hard deck to beat. If we get our stuff before they get their stuff, we can beat it. By no means is High Noon the be-all, end-all of stopping Izzet. I think probably we wish we had more Get Lost, because a lot of the losses came to Dimir and their Kaido, and we did see Mono Green had a Planeswalker, so despite being fewer Planeswalkers in the meta, there are still enough that it might be worth running a couple more Get Losts. I don't know what you put in instead. Final Showdown is actually really key against certain decks, but I don't think it was like a winner for us. So maybe you take that out, put in another Get Lost, maybe another thing that maybe more braids, maybe more stuff that removes artifacts. We certainly did not do well against. There was a matchup. Where is it? Should be Azorius Artifacts is one of these matchups that we lost, but I don't see it. Well, anyways, you'll just have to take my word for it on that. Played 3 hours. Managed to win more on the draw than on the play over a pretty large amount of games. So that's something. I guess this is more of a control deck. You can play it as such. We did rank up, although it was in gold and silver. So I don't know if you can really see that. Like, I went from here to here just playing this deck on my phone. So it was a generally good ranking up deck despite having a lower win rate. But when you're in gold and silver, you get 2 wins for every loss. So you just rank up despite having a marginally losing win rate like this. Anyways, thanks for joining me in the attic. I've been Manadad, reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.